This is Aisha saying from her own mouth that the Prophet married her at the age of 6. And he have full intercourse, which means from 6 to 9.
That is from Christian Prince. He says that Muhammad had full intercourse with Aisha from age 6 to 9. Just let's put ourselves into the shoes of Aisha.
The hadith shows that the mother of Aisha, she was feeding her daughter cucumber.
Giving someone fat food, said a bear or baby or the app. Now what me the namo will be our brandy coin say, Sabreno, or din the mano, a young bonnet.
Once again, I greet you, beloved, and I welcome you to Lost in Media. My name is Butcher Steven, and you know for sure that whenever I get in my seat here to about with this mountain, those several assertions that's been made against Christianity since time immemorial. I kept on telling you that there's going to be a time I will be inviting Christian apologists also here on the show, and surely today we have one. At my immediate right, you see a guy over there. He's very handsome. I don't know. Yeah, he's not yet married. I'll get to him. He's bachelor. He's not yet married, but I think he's engaged, so make sure to not make the attempt to maybe approach him or something like that. He's called, and I'm not going to tell you, he's actually going to tell you his own name. Quickly, shall we take a quick break? We are going to react on a program that went on between Christian Prince and a Muslim. I'll be get to him. Surely, we all know for sure that Muhammad was, excuse me to say, pedophile because Aisha was 6 years old. And Muhammad began having sex with her, okay, from the age 6 up to age 9 and all that. I'll be get to me. Aisha went through great trauma. She went through great pain. I'll be get to me. And we know for sure that her parents were very wicked, okay? Her parents were very wicked because she was a pubescent girl. She wasn't yet at her puberty stage or state, okay? Since I'm having this brother over here, he's actually going to help so we can be able to elaborate on stuff. I'll be get to him, but we will also get into the video of Christian Prince and we watch them, and surely we're going to give you proofs and surely authentic Islamic books as well. Quick break and we are returning. Welcome back, beloved. May God richly bless you. Greetings to you, Uncle Sam of Toronto, Canada, Ghana House. May God richly bless you for helping us in sharing this program. Mom Esther Enim, that is Samia Samoa of Toronto, Canada. And also Mr. Edu, Toronto, Canada Church of Christ. May God richly bless you for helping us in sharing this program. Make sure to go to the comments section there. Make sure to drop your comments and help in subscribing to this channel. And again, make sure to help in sharing this program, like the program as well, that actually tells people that indeed the program over here is very much awesome. I'll be get to me. Quickly, shall we go to my guest and we ask him one or two questions? Surely we're going to blend both the English and the Tree. I'll be get to me. Brother, you're welcome to Lost in Media.
Thank you.
I hope you're doing good.
Everything's well by the grace of God.
So, what about the work of God? Have you been debating? Have you been sending shades to Muslims, the unbelieving world, and all that? I've heard about you. What's your name?
Well, my name is Kofi Ansari.
Kofi Ansari?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your pedigree?
I'm a minister at Mansour Krupon Church of Christ.
Okay, Minister at Mansour Krupon Church of Christ.
Yes.
And surely we are blessed to have you here today because I actually heard, I had some calls. They were like, I should have you on the show and all that. You're going to help with some elaborations and all that. Today, it's about Islam. Or we get to me. Yeah. It's about Islam. We are about a reasonable and authentic and rational, thinkable polemics against authentic historic Islam. Or we get to me. And we create the awareness that indeed Jesus Christ descended purposely for man's redemption. What do you have for us today? And before we go to the portion of Christian Prince's program with the Muslim, actually they were discussing the age of Aisha. Okay, I think you've heard of Aisha, her
Yeah.
age and all that. What actually Muhammad did to her. She was a pubescent girl. She wasn't in even her her teen age. She was a child. Okay, a girl of 6 years. I think in Ghana here, a girl of 6 years, she's now being taken to as a kindergarten or KG or something like that. I'll be get with me.
Yeah.
And Muhammad had the gut to have or to lay with her. Don't you think it's wickedness?
Well, it's more than wickedness.
It's more than wickedness.
Yes.
I would love for you to volume up a bit because
Okay.
they want so just talk. Like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more than wickedness.
Okay.
One, and then two, it's beyond madness.
Hmm?
Yes, because think.
So you don't chip in any excuse me and all that. It's beyond madness. Please make sure to manage your words for me.
Okay, right.
Okay.
But sometimes, if you are a rational human being and you think of these things,
Okay.
you begin to know that what happened to this little girl
Okay.
is beyond
You see,
imagination.
it would be very painful.
Yes,
Okay, it would be very painful. Have you ever had a virgin before? Have you?
have I?
Have you ever had a virgin before? Have you ever experienced the pains they go through in their first time? Are you a virgin yourself?
Not actually.
Not actually, but have you ever had a virgin before?
No.
You haven't.
Yes.
Okay, it's okay. I actually wanted to trap him, but you don't want to be trapped. You see, so quickly, shall we go to this portion of Christian Prince's program with the Muslim? I'll be get to me, and I think when we're done with this, I'm coming to you so you
Okay.
express your view on that. Okay, so Christian Prince actually says that Aisha herself narrated that she was at age 6 when she was joined into marriage with Muhammad. Well, quick, let's take a look. Let's watch this portion of Christian Prince program and we return.
This is Aisha saying from her own mouth that the Prophet married her at the age of 6.
You're welcome back, beloved. So, brother, you see, that is it. That is it. You see, according to Christian Prince, okay, it was a discourse between him and a Muslim. I'll be get to me. I think
Yeah.
most Muslims will try to abnegate this idea. Okay, they will be like, it is never true that Aisha was 6 years old or something like that. And most I think a debate went on between a Muslim and a Christian. Okay, and I think Abraham Moshe and a Muslim and Abraham Moshe pinpointed what actually the books of Islam says about the age of Aisha and all that. So the moment he stated this, the Muslim was like, when did Aisha inform you that her husband was hurting her? You get that? You see?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what he was asked. What do you think about this? Is it Aisha says that she was at age 6 when she was given to marriage, or when she was given to marry Muhammad? What do you say about this?
Well, you can't deny it if it's from her own mouth, saying
Okay.
that she was given in hand to marry at the age of 6 years.
Okay.
And I don't actually know what was happening to her family, whether they are in a condition where they can't find themselves to live again, so they have to give this little child in hands of marriage.
So you mean perhaps they were desperate to get something? Maybe in terms of food, in terms of living and all that, perhaps clothes or something like that. They had wanted to get something for food or something like that. That's the reason they
Yes,
had to.
because when you come to Ghana here, sometimes we force our daughters through.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't have a daughter, so I would love for you to reframe your retake your
Okay,
statement.
some.
Some people.
Yeah,
Okay,
some
that is
people
it. Okay.
force their daughters into marriage because of what they will gain from the man.
Okay, so you see, there are these terms. There is the what is it? There is something called God model, and also the Hollywood model.
Yeah.
With the idea of Hollywood model, it will be like a gent will wake up in the morning and he will go out and he will put on or he will wear some nice perfumes and all that. He goes out, he sees a lady and he calls the lady by some terms and all that, and by flattering the lady or coaxing her in some way and all that, he gets her into bed and all that. And what happens next has to do with he getting pregnant or something like that. And sometimes it will be like up and down because it wasn't based on the what is it? It wasn't based on the base. I'll be get to him. Fancy triangular pyramid standing on its tip, not standing on its base. I'll be get to him.
Yeah.
It's a Hollywood model, and parents do accede to that idea that it is good. You get that mayhaps the guy, or we see him, he comes home and all that. That's if anything happens, they are just like marital couples or something like that. I'll be get to him. Maybe that's exactly what you're talking about here. So that's sometimes what some parents does, so that they can get something small from the guy. Because maybe he gives up 10 cities, 20 cities, 30 cities, and all that. So whatever he's doing with our girl or our daughter, it's nothing.
Yeah, as I was saying, it could be that her parents was at that point or in that situation. That's the reason why they push her to.
You mean her
Muhammad.
parents were maybe at that time in that situation?
In that situation.
Well, so what does history say? Like, is that really what her parents were going through? Because studying well about Abu Bakr, okay, he became the first caliph in Islamic history. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
He became the first caliph in Islamic history, and I think, okay, maybe he had wanted to become the caliph. That is the reason he didn't bother giving her daughter out to Muhammad for marriage, because I'll be get maybe if I want to become the successor of Muhammad, perhaps I have to do something for the prophet to be happy. And Muhammad, do you believe he was any prophet from God? Comparing him, this kind of behavior with that of Jesus Christ, do you think he was any man of God? Well, before you get in, shall we go to Christian Prince again? I think he says that according to a Christian Prince, Muhammad had fully intercourse with Aisha at the age of 6 to 9. Well, let's listen to him and return.
And he have full intercourse, which means from 6 to 9.
So that is from Muhammad. What is it? That is from Christian Prince. He says that Muhammad had full intercourse with Aisha from age 6 to 9. Just let's put ourselves into the shoes of Aisha. Viewers, like, what do you think Aisha would go through? A girl of 6 years, like, had her private part even was her private part even that ready to receive any sexual relation?
The first answer is no.
Okay.
Why? Akra over 6 years.
Nice one.
Na penima wadi ebro 50 years.
Okay.
Now on this Akra we say kwakonya sexual intercourse.
Okay.
No. Enya dia Akra no beto no.
Okay.
Say wokọ omo amoye doctors ne medical terms no one, they will show you.
All right.
Say that time no, the child is not ready.
Okay.
For this thing.
Okay.
So as said MD guy can I say ye for so no.
Okay.
And I didn't shame.
Okay.
I didn't try. It could be say the parents in need of something.
Okay.
From the prophet.
Okay.
So sadia ne men fa no konkoshim.
All right.
Ne kokoye.
All right.
And I say ebia I want to gain some favor from enipa na menene nam no.
Okay.
And I want to do something to impress
him.
That person.
Okay.
And untina ema ode akra no yere ema no say onware no.
So what do you think of Aisha's parents? Were they not wicked parents?
To the perspective now no, dear, you baka so mo wicked. I didn't try. Because so Ghana hanoma.
No. Like, we would say they are wicked. To the going by what actually we're seeing right now about what actually the information we have right now.
Yes.
Okay. But
the reason is
that action itself wickedness?
That action itself is a wickedness.
Okay.
But the reason why I say that is, say, for us now, we will say that it is wickedness, no?
Okay.
Based on what they want from the prophet at that time. Okay. And no say wickedness, no more yet to Accra, no. But any one genuine say a wickedness, no more yet.
But you know Aisha herself expressed herself in that, like she said it. Do you understand? So let's watch this next video.
Okay.
From Christian Prince. He actually says that Muhammad molested Aisha's private part between her legs.
You see?
A girl at age 6. Okay, history says that she was given into marriage at age 6, and at age 9, Muhammad began having sex with her. You get that?
Yeah.
Muhammad began, and her parents themselves knew for sure she was very tiny, she was very small. Thus, they began giving her some foodstuffs, that is cucumber, so that she would grow, she would be somehow, somewhat nicer, so Muhammad would feel like having sex with. Like, the parents were very wicked. Let's watch this portion and return.
He was molesting her by putting his private part between her legs.
Well, beloved, that is exactly what's from Christian Prince. So, according to him, Muhammad molested Aisha, okay, Aisha's private part between her legs. What do you mean by that?
Well,
do you think she would feel molested? She was molested by Muhammad, a girl of what is it? A girl at age 6, in bed with a man in his 50s. Muhammad was in his 50s. Okay, Muhammad was in his 50s and looking at how things are like those of the Arabian Peninsula. You see, they're having some huge manhoos and all that. You see, just like maybe you see. So, what do you think of this? Would she feel molested? Like the pains, the blood that would be flowing, and like, is it seriously? She would be screaming. She would be mourning. She would be. She was a girl or a tiny child. Little child, all we get to with me.
Yeah.
She would be crying, yelling for her parents.
Yeah,
But
actually,
Muhammad didn't mind this.
that will happen to her.
So what do you think? What do you say about this? Okay,
One.
and what do you say about this and the religion itself, Islam, Muhammad himself, and also what do you think about the religion? What do you think about the originator of the religion?
Okay. When you compare Christianity and then Islam, based on the fact I have from Christians and based on fact I have from Muslims, no ni naturally say Muslims no enjina no kreso.
Okay.
Why? Say obi be call our remu a e wo say nipa no ye obi a ono ankasa ankasa betimi adwena ma no.
Good. That is what I want you to say. It seems you want to back them up something. Like, it seems you are sparing, like this. You shouldn't spare this case. It's a serious issue. It's a serious matter on board.
Yeah.
All we get to me. So the person has to be reasonable person.
For herself.
For herself. She needs to think. She needs to understand the fact that
Yes.
she needs to understand the reality. She needs to know that I am ready to have sex. I'm ready to marry.
Yes.
I'm ready to live with a man and all that.
Yes.
So she was forced into marriage.
She was forced into marriage. So based on that thing alone, can make that religion force.
Okay, based on that alone,
the
religion can be seen as a false religion.
Yes, because you can't force someone to marry a whole prophet for a whole religion.
Do you believe he's a prophet?
Based on fact,
Or do you
no.
believe he was a prophet?
Based on fact, no.
Based on fact. What fact? What is fact? And what is the fact you're talking about here?
I'm talking about the prophet seen from the time of the Old Testament and then the New Testament.
Volume up, please.
Yeah.
It seems you are down. Do you want to eat something? Do you want malt? Do you want something?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so please, I want you to be.
Based on fact, so here Bible no,
Okay.
apam foforo ene apam dada ni nyina
Okay.
na ohwe dwuma onyankopon yi asomafo prophet
Okay.
na ode omo di ye na
Okay.
enye sa dwuma no na Muhammad bebe di ye no.
Okay.
Enti based on this fact no, me regarding as a prophet.
Okay.
But they say in quote, so say ye can san ebe can no say or a prophet. Sisi na oba Ghana hanwa based on fact our Bible no ye ni apostles.
Okay.
Ye ni prophet.
Okay.
But some people call themselves apostles and prophets.
Based on Bible, well, it's okay. It seems you want to take it somewhere. You don't have prophets, we don't have apostles and all that. But there is Prophet Kumchacha, there is Prophet Angel the Daddy Owo, what is it?
They prophet themselves.
Obinim.
But nya yankopon na prophet o.
Ebenezer, nation prophet. You understand? And there are a lot of them. Chirabusum too, I think. Okay, but I think he's now fighting against Christianity. But I think they said he was a prophet. And so why do you say there isn't any prophet and all that? But I think we shouldn't go there now.
Yeah,
we shouldn't go there now. So you say that based on fact, based on what actually the records we have in the Bible, Muhammad cannot be a prophet.
Yes.
You get that? That's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well. Okay. I think we should go to Christian Prince again, and he actually says that age 9. Aisha had fallen to a cause, that is the marriage. Please, let's watch.
At the age of 9, he had full intercourse. Not only that.
So, beloved, that was Christian Prince for you. Surely he's helping us with a lot of information. And I dare any Muslim to debate Christian Prince because Muslims are not willing to debate him. I'll be getting with me. I think he threw a challenge at Dr. Belalai, and Dr. Belalai is actually saying that maybe as time goes on, he's going to debate Christian Prince. Surely we are yet to discover the time he's willing to debate Christian Prince, but I think for sure that no Islamic apologist is willing to debate Christian Prince. Why? Because he himself said that he fears debating himself when it comes to any matter about Islam or something like that, because whenever he debates himself in the mirror breaks because he himself fears debating himself. Well, let's go to Brother Kofi again. Bro, so according to Christian Prince, at age 9, Aisha had already fallen into a course. He's actually talking about marriage. Okay, he had already been given in marriage. So what do you think? Does this really go on in the Islamic community today? Maybe I think people said that in northern part of Ghana and co, children are being dragged into marriage and all that. They give them out in marriage, rough, and most of them escape even from their let me say, is it from their cities to other areas and all that, so that they can be able to escape from being dragged into marriage. What do you think of this?
Anything a considered nature.
Okay.
Say opese or enforce on any password.
Okay.
Nipa twin ho free mu.
All right.
Ne say ntene say.
Examples. Yeah.
Everything said the AC wo Aisha apensui.
Okay.
I can want them say ABC wo northern region.
Okay.
And some of other countries, you know.
Okay.
On say you force your home into that thing. You train your free mu.
Okay.
Adentra. Enye onyankopon say obi at early age you give that person in house of marriage.
Okay.
And marriage no enye nkura de.
All right.
Adentra. Se wo hwe adebom fiti ase nyankopon bo Adam ni Eve no. Na o manyini dada. Wa mbo o mo se nkura.
Okay.
Ana odo o mo hye ase.
Alright.
Dabi. Enti aware enye nkura de. Enti se wo force akura e de ne ko aware mu a. Odo nkata be force no ho ayi ne ho afra aware mu. And ye wa adibia eba on this earth.
Aisha didn't force herself out of this so-called marriage with Muhammad.
Yes. Because him fan oko.
Okay. Maybe she would be killed and she would be rejected by her parents.
Yeah.
If she tried.
And we see these things in Muslim communities today.
Okay.
If you are trying to do away with Muslim, then you are trying to do away with your family.
Oh, okay. You come again. You mean if you try doing away with Islam or Muslim?
With Islam
itself,
yes.
You are trying to
do away with your family.
How do you explain this? I want you to elaborate a bit.
Okay. We are say uba Muslim communities here.
Okay.
Say Accra, we who free say uba some one in Kramofo Benantia and other someone Kramosumwa or family be rejected.
Okay, so you mean that a person will be rejected?
Yeah.
Maybe you were born Muslim. And you want to say goodbye to Islam.
Yeah.
Perhaps you've discovered the truth. Maybe you've been watching a program on Lost in Media and you've discovered that these are the truth about Islam. Islam isn't real. Islam is a scam and all that. You want to say goodbye to the religion. You will be rejected by your family.
Sure.
Wow. Why is it like that? So you mean maybe Aisha would have loved to run away from Muhammad, but she feared.
She feared.
Okay.
Because
okay.
on free one more.
So meaning like what is going on currently in the Islamic countries, okay, the countries that are having Islamic dominance and they've introduced Sharia. Okay, I think that's the reason. That's exactly what is going on there because it is the epitome of what Muhammad did.
Yes.
Muhammad did the same.
Yes.
Muhammad was into children, okay, marrying children and all that, and giving out women to men, just like the Hafaz Ali and all that.
Ayampa, because we hear someone ankasa, suma ye force will be the nation.
Whoa. You're opening you want to open the top of the battle, but I think this is it. Like, so you say Islam forces people into the religion.
They force people into
they
the religion.
They don't have to reason up with you.
No.
Okay.
That's the reason why we see these people, Boko Haram in Nigeria,
Boko Haram,
and then
ISIS, Al-Shabaab,
all around the world.
Taliban.
Because say Aisha,
and their aim is everyone should become Muslim automatically.
Yes.
Well, I think I won't cut you short. But I think Christian Prince is actually going to give us some proof over here. I'll be get with me.
Okay.
We are not just talking just like that. We have to give our authentic source. I'll be getting to buttress this. We're not just trying to create some aspersion on Islam, but rather let's watch this portion of Christian Prince video. He says that the hadith shows that the mother of Aisha was feeding her daughter cucumber. And why was she doing this? She was doing this so that Aisha would be fit for Muhammad in bed. Because she was tiny girl. She was tiny, small and little girl. You get that? Yeah. Let's watch this portion.
The hadith shows that the mother of Aisha, she was feeding her daughter cucumber.
You're welcome back, beloved. You see, like sometimes you might think that we want to create some dirty stuff on Islam, but that isn't it. I'll be get to me. This is wickedness. It is total wickedness. Okay, her parents knew for sure that she was very tiny. She was very small, and thus they were feeding her with cucumber so that she would grow fine, or she would be she would fit for Muhammad in bed. Bro, what do you think of this? Like this video we watched.
Giving someone fat food, said obey or baby or the app. Now what me the name obi. Ewa brand kwan say sa breno within the mano.
Portrakoko.
Bonnet.
Okay. But you know, this same thing is going on in our world. Like it is going on under profile. In Ghana here, in several lot of countries in Africa. This stuff goes on.
Yeah. On say kasa we say everything we do here no normal.
Okay.
But as far as Christians no, the new normal thing on this earth no is not normal.
Alright.
And the idea be will be ye say a better benefit or no. Name on share the benefit of others.
Okay.
Biano. And ya dear ya juniper.
Alright.
And I send the parent and share say benya benefit from baby on all corner.
Okay.
But no side no.
Okay. So they were thinking of the benefit they were going to get.
Yeah.
But they didn't think of the benefit of Aisha herself.
No.
Okay.
Because I the benefit of Akrana.
Okay.
And can feed no eduane.
So meaning Aisha wasn't fit for that, but they were forcing.
They were forcing her to be.
They were feeding her with cucumber.
Yes.
This is total wickedness. It is wickedness. Well, okay, our next video. Let's watch it.
And date so she can grow fast, because she is so tiny and so small.
You're welcome back, beloved. So I think Christian Prince keeps on to give us further information about what actually happened to Aisha. Okay, this actually happened to this girl child. I'll be get to me, and I think and I believe that is happening to several lot of children in our various vicinities in Africa. Do you understand? But it isn't good at all. Okay, it isn't good at something fancy, child labor and all that. All these stuff goes on. Sometimes when you get into the city of Kumasi and all that, when you get into the midst of Kumasi, you get to know that some children, okay, some little children, some are at the age of 10, some are at the age of 11, some are at age 6 and all that. Sometimes when you be passing by and they will be they will be throwing themselves at you fancy they've chipped something into your pocket. How we get with me? They'll be forcing you to give them something because they don't have some and their parents are using them for what is it for to get something from people. And sometimes most of them gets lost. Or we get to me because they think they are stranded on the street. They don't have anything to do. That's exactly what goes on in several lot of homes and all that, because people just help their children into certain relationships so that they can get something from the gents and all that, but their children will be going through great traumas or great pains. This is exactly what happened to Aisha, bro. What do you say?
Oh, so using someone's weakness to gain something for yourself.
Okay.
Emwa. Enti ebusuana hu se ahanum na nemre yo.
Okay.
And oni anu bia enti se oni anu bia de a ene e wose yedne ko.
Okay.
And yedne ko no nso no. Se enkofo hu a omeka ho asem. Adentra efi se onfete dwumadie na yedne ko akodie no. Enti sa de a yempe de ane a eye kakumba.
Okay.
Yempe date nka no.
All right.
Na said the bear, ni body bear fresh.
Okay.
Said the bear will be who no be say, oh, wanyini, e was a adena yedne kwa koye nimu.
Christian Prince even asked very nice, intelligible question over here. He says, how can that be a woman's right? We are talking about children and we are not talking about women. Aisha was a child and not even yet a woman. Let's watch this portion and return.
How that can be women's rights? We are talking about children now. We are not talking about women.
So, beloved, you see, children do not go to marriage. Do you understand? Aisha was a child. She wasn't yet a woman. Okay? Muslims do say that they are going to be giving women with swollen breasts in Jannah. Sex competition is going to go on in front of Allah in the Islamic heaven. Okay? And when Dr. Shabir Allah was talking about this in a debate with Sam Shamoun, he actually was saying that this is to oppose children. You get that? The idea that those women that are going to be given to them are not children. Okay, they are ladies with swollen breasts. They are having attractive breasts and all that, and it's going to attract the men that they're going to have good sexual relation with them in heaven. In heaven, in the Islamic heaven, there's going to be sexual competition over there, sexual debate over there in front of Allah. You get that? How much more a girl at age 6, 9, Muhammad began having sex with this girl, and you think it's normal? So, bro, what do you say about this? Christian Prince asks, how can that be a woman's right? We are not even talking about a woman. We're talking about a child.
And talking about a child, we are not talking about a woman, but we are talking about child.
Okay.
I will say, na make you be sure say before answer we be call our rain. I was one kasa timi dwene man.
All right.
So was this child able to think for herself?
All right.
E wa rain mu. 2. I was say on one kasa ehunu say baby a me kono e beboa me.
All right.
Anas emboa me.
Okay.
So akra we say na otimi ehunu say baby o kono e beboa na anas emboa no.
Okay.
Dabi. Enunti de omoye no say dem di kan no omo for so no omo di kokko wura mu and onim anything about marriage, onim anything about being a wife.
Yeah, and you know one thing that is very funny over here, like she was at age 6. Okay, they would be feeding her. You get that? Like most of them even still are breastfeeded. You get that? At age 6, most of the children are still breastfeeded. Even some of the children are at age 10, 11, but still their parents breastfeeds them. Haven't you seen some before?
Not actually.
Not actually.
Yeah.
Some are even at age 15, but they still are being breastfeeded.
Seriously.
That is it. Or we get to age 6, girl at age 6. Okay, she would be feeding with feeding bottle. Do you understand? Sometimes, all we get to she was very tiny little girl as well, and most of them, looking at how things are going, her parents were trying to feed her because she was a child. So they will be feeding her like a cow. According to Christian Prince, let's watch this portion and return, and I think this will be a final video.
Okay.
6 years old. So what we do? We start feeding them like a cow so she can get fat.
So that is it. Okay, I think according to Christian Prince, she was 6 years old. So they started feeding her like cow so that she can get fat. Okay, so that she can get fatty. She could be all right for Muhammad in bed.
Said them the kan. I would say, one Wankasankasa was not on herself.
Okay.
And I was
being controlled.
Yes, I was say, ye baby be near the yeno.
Okay.
I say, driver near what we see him.
Okay.
A own now, which is a shiny baby and fa. And yes, and the children baby on over fa.
Yeah.
And the Omode, I see one more say as car, and they became the driver of that car.
Okay.
So they have to show directions where the car should pass.
All right.
And no normally
Okay.
Accra no.
All right.
Because Accra and ne Ghana ha.
Yeah.
6 years. Wait much natade.
No.
Enti e dey be ade one thing I want to go into and say papa ni hu dey be ade was Accra 6 years ne.
Okay.
Enti na no kon do no say o person one ne tena say wale.
A man at age 50.
A man at age 50.
What did you? What's very much attractive?
Calling
about
yourself a prophet.
6 years old girl.
This is also a
And
question we have
Muslims
to
are
consider.
very happy. Islam is a holy religion. It's like the Quran, the Holy
No.
Quran, and blah 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 blah.
It can
Allah was
be-
able to support this.
It can be holy religion, as I told you, based on fact, from the Bible.
Wow.
If you want to compare the Bible with the Quran,
Even just this action. Like what did he find attractive about this 6 years this 6 years old girl? You began laying in bed with her at age 9. Even some says that he began sleeping with her from the age 6 to age 9.
this is beyond madness.
This is beyond. Okay. So I think that's what he says. He says it's beyond madness.
Yes, it's beyond madness.
All right. So
Why? Because if the child is your child,
okay. Okay.
Sakrani ya oba. Na say obini ne kwada at the age of 10,
Okay.
at the age of 11. What will be your reactions?
Wow. You would have been.
So just imagine, even Krano, Akrana nya 18 years.
Guess what Aisha would go through.
Yes,
Guess what she would go through.
at the age of 6 years.
Perhaps her parents would be visiting and she would be like, "Mom, I'm going through a lot. I feel pains," and they would be, I think maybe they would be using some boiling water to cool things down. Come on.
They don't mind. Why? Because they are wicked.
Wow. So I think we actually going to wrap up. I'll be get to it maybe because
Okay.
of our time. So I think actually Christian Prince says that she was very little, tiny little girl, and you give this girl to a man for sex. He has a question. You can't believe how tiny Aisha was, and this is authentic hadith. So we're going to see. We're going to consult this hadith, or we get to Christian Prince is actually going to help us display this hadith
Okay.
on the screen so that people will get to know that Aisha herself said that she was very tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, she was very tiny to the extent that her parents began feeding her with some sort of foods, but they found out that it wasn't working, and for that matter, they changed it out to cucumber. Do you understand? So let's watch this portion of Christian Prince video. He's actually going to give us proof from Aisha's own mouth.
Aisha, she said, my mother intended to make me gain weight to send me to the house of the Messenger of Allah. Her mother, she starts feeding her like crazy so she can gain weight because she is so small. She is 6 years old girl. So she said my mother intended to make me gain weight to send me to the house of the Messenger of Allah, but nothing which she desired benefited me, till she gave me cucumber with a fresh date to eat, and then I gained as much weight as she desired.
So, beloved, you see, we are not actually framing stuff over here. Okay, we are not framing information. We're not giving anecdotal information or reports over here. I'll be get to it. Look at this. According to the hadith, Aisha narrated that my mother intended to make. Please, are you listening?
Yeah.
Aisha says, my mother intended to make me grow weight to send me to the house of the messenger of Allah, that is Muhammad.
Yeah.
But nothing which she desired benefited me. Okay, nothing which she desired benefited me. So she gave me cucumber with fresh dates to eat. Nothing she gave me benefited me.
Yes.
Until she gave me cucumber
And
with fresh dates, okay, to eat. Then I gained as much weight as she desired. So after she got to know that she had gained some weight to her interest, then she sent her to Muhammad. I don't think perhaps the woman would be pressured to do that because she had no say, because in Islam, if your husband decides to do that, and perhaps Muhammad himself saw the child and informed Abu Bakr and his wife that, oh, your daughter is very beautiful, I want to marry her, I want to have her in bed, so what do you say about this, please?
So said the bayer nanko fonka say wondu ho usa enti no saa dia me yempe bibia ye de ma na obe nyini ntem.
Okay.
Oh. I say sa omo mo ye poultry okofa akoko ne ba okofa brothers ne ba ebia October ye wo mu na okofa o ba.
Okay.
E was say by 26 December oton mu nyina wie. Enti e was say o ma o mu ndro eni nso bi a ombe ya kese.
Okay.
Enti wo de hu ni ahun say oya akoko awanyini oya akoko oya kese. But what the coffee na say what the kosi jaso a within 3 minutes na nyina ho.
Okay.
Na tete. Enu mi no mo de akra no.
Okay. Okay.
Enam say o ka se wo fa normal process mu a obeche adentra. Imagine ebia na pressure wona ma me so.
So by force we are making you an adult.
By force.
Either you like it or not, we are preparing you to be, we are making you, addressing you up as an adult.
Yes.
We're giving you stuff that will swell your body.
Yeah. And to be
and Muhammad was able to accept this girl. This
and
girl.
Say,
he was very happy. Hey, my wife. Hey, and he was happy to lay her in bed.
What last nkwana wenya the masa akra at the age of 6 years nti a waka kira na wo say obeware.
That is mystery. That is Islam for you. And that is the prophet of Islam for you. Jesus Christ wasn't about all this. So you can wrap up, okay? You see, Jesus Christ, that is the exact reason we say that Jesus Christ had a unique character and all that. And even the Quran itself says that he had no sin. You see, so is it ever said anywhere in the Quran about Muhammad that he sinned by sleeping with this tiny little girl? Okay, this prepubescent girl. It is said nowhere. Mean Allah endorsed this ideology. Allah helped Muhammad to do this because it is written nowhere that Muhammad sinned by so doing.
Okay. Say me the way ever compare the see ewo David Abreso.
Okay.
Say David eye bone.
Okay.
Na Onyankopon e ka se David eye adan wonipa oda na koma so. Na nso wan fa sa bone na hinta. Na oda na di ma nipa hunu bone ya David ye.
All right.
Na say obefa prophet, na say prophet no eye bibi na Onyankopon foa eso de a. Then no
you can put Allah.
The God,
okay, the God okay.
of the Bible and the Allah of the Quran are not the same.
Okay, okay. Then the God of the Bible and Allah of the Quran are not the same. Perfect. Okay. And what about comparing the characters of Muhammad and Jesus?
Compare the characters of Muhammad and Jesus. Christo from Matthew to Acts chapter 1. The ascension of Christ no.
Okay.
Baby any one ma obenya say oh Christo Yesu yes adi we say ana ye bone e woni pa anim.
Okay.
Dabi.
Okay.
But what about Muhammad?
Okay.
Even they discuss say see crampo no. So the medical can say it's beyond madness.
All right.
Adentra. So called discuss these things.
So if you say it's beyond madness, I think what is it? Psychiatrists, okay, do put that under madness, or they call it pedophilia, like a person who is maybe a person at age 50 and all that, like, and tries to have sex with, feels like having sex with children, fancy ISIS type and all that. Look, they are pedophiles. Or get to me. He was a pedophilia or a pedophile. You get that? So I think, if you say it's beyond madness, I think in some way we can understand it that way. Yeah.
Because going in bed with your grandchild.
Wow. Grandchild.
Is it not serious?
Grandchild.
Grandchild.
Yeah.
Say a sexual harassment. And or the akra.
Okay.
But I say a young son.
Okay.
Into your jetum.
All right.
But Yankopon just has 17.
Okay.
And then I say the new normal thing on this earth, as far as Christianity is concerned.
Is it even a new normal? This time round, like, people may do it, but they do it in hide. But you know what? Like, I think due to our time, I've been giving signal over there. So I would love for you to wrap up, okay? And what you have for my addresses and all that. So wrap things up based on what we've the videos we've watched and all that. The information we have over here. Wrap up, okay, about Islam, about the religion, about Muhammad himself, and who is a prophet. Like, wrap it up in just 2 minutes for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yaramasi ewo dwumadia wode share nsa emu. Based on ade e bebe share ne efa Aisha ono ankasankasa nanumu a otoye efa aware a yede ne mai Muhammad no ehu. Se wo the Bible no etoto Quran no ehu na wo hwe enema esiye o Quran no emu na wo hwe enema esiye o Bible no mu a e kire wo pefe se de mdi kaka no se the God of the Bible and then the God of the Allah of the Quran no enye pe ensonso ye den edam nti se wo pen no kre a ehu a no kre wo honom etwa se wo de wo ho ekokoma sa no kre no unya ne ba bia se wo kọ Kristo Yesu nchen wo kọ Kristo Yesu naase e wo hemfa e wo na safo na wo de bebesi honom no emu se de be ya eno so na menu mieni nam aye benya nkwaje e de amayekra enti ye heard the personalities of Muhammad ne nema wo bebeyeye e wo Quran no emu ene Yesu Kristo ene nema wo bebeyeye e wo Bible ni mu a bibia di adanse bibia da hono mpefe se enya ade se Islam som no betimi aye nokre som edi nipa ko Nyankopon nchen.
Well, may God bless you, brother Kofi. I think he's wrapped up for us. Surely he's saying that considering the character of Muhammad, considering the character of Jesus Christ, we get to know that they are not the same. And going by the teachings of Islam and the teachings of Christianity, we get to know that there are great disparities or distinctions between them. And as well, going by also the deeds of Allah of the Quran and the deeds of God of the Bible, we get to know they are not the same. They are not equivalent with and to each other, as you've always been hearing over here on the show. Surely may God richly bless you. You've actually ascertained for sure that Muhammad, what he did was very wicked. It was wickedness. Or we get to me because what actually did you see attractive about a 6-year-old girl or prepubescent girl, a man who was in his 50s? Or we get to him. This is something else. Okay, so he defiled the girl. He harassed the girl. Okay, it was sexual harassment. Or we get to me. He actually caused great pain in Aisha's body. Or we get to him, and her parents also didn't help her at all. May God richly bless you. Quickly, we will end it up here, and we shall come again to continue some other time. Bye bye.